Let me retake that. Oh, you're already live.
Yeah, we
What's
live.
up?
What's
CI?
up? What's up? Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Special
Yeah.
report.
Special report. I'm just now live. Welcome to Special Report, everybody. My name is True Power of Mind. In the studio tonight, I have Cobra Immortal.
Yay! What's popping?
You know, let me tell you straight up, guys. I was just talking to Cobra. He can verify for me. I just talked to Mark from Anaheim tonight. Also talked to Don Shipley as well. And look at this. I got 4 pages full of stuff me and Mark talked about. All right. You know, hold on. Let me show 4 pages. The thing about talking from Mark from Anaheim, when you get finished talking to this man for like 2 hours, you're going to have like pages of material to talk about. All right.
Yep.
And just for the record, Mark from Anaheim will be on Carlos Nelson's show November 8th, 2018. Verified. All right. You know, brother, see, I asked me, you know,
What was the date?
it is November 8th,
Okay.
2018.
Isn't that election day?
Might be. Awesome.
Election
You know,
day.
but,
November 8th.
The word on the street, though, after he's on Carlos Nelson's show, you know, I'm going to try to get him on Special Report. You know, just be me and him having a dialogue. Hopefully he will come on. All right.
Mhm.
So the good thing about it is we all should be getting energetic. We should be getting this information out. Everyone tell everybody that you know. Mark from Anaheim is going to be on Carlos Nelson's show November 8th, 2018. As the date gets closer, I would totally tell you all the time the show will air, because I don't have that information yet, because we talked about so much stuff. All right. The beautiful thing about it, man, is that Mark is fired up. You know what I mean? We are at a point in our country, guys, to where shit's about ready to hit the fan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
You know, the Knights of Malta basically declared war against the Pope over there. That's why all this child molestation stuff's coming out. All right. A lot of these fringy people are being emboldened. All right. So we got to understand that now it's time to start preparing. That's why I'm coming out in the next few days with the bug out bag. I'm going to let you all know I'm talking about the basic. This ain't going to be no fancy dancy. You don't need fancy dancy. What you need is what you need to survive. And I'm going to give you all of that. All right. It's going to be lightweight. I want this bag to be under 15 pounds. So a man, woman, or child can take this and carry it for long distances. And that's what you're going to need. Okay. We're going to, on the big computer in there, I'm going to use Google Maps, show you guys how to use Google Maps effectively, not to see what's in your neighbor's backyard, but I'm going to show you how to use that map, print that stuff off so you have stuff you can put in your bag, because navigation's key, guys. We have to get to a safe spot. If you don't have a safe spot, then you're done.
Right.
All right. Also, in the next few days, we're going out to the gun range, popping off a few caps. Guys, show you basic firearm safety. I'll show you the same thing. I'll show my own flesh and blood, how to do weaponry, and use it effectively, and then after that, I'll show you about knives and swords and axes and things of that nature. And this is for my urban brothers and sisters that don't have access to the outdoors like I do. All right. So, without further ado, I want to break into some things that I'm going to be really talking about. All right. For those of you out there who think this is bullshit and this ain't game time, for those of you on CI's channel, they ain't, really heard of me or what we do, the other morning show, which I know many of you probably have, but Google Alex Jones, we stole the election. Google that and see what video pops up. See if, Alex Jones sitting around his boys. Yeah, we stole that one. All right. listen, everything in the media is projection. Let's say that I'm running around here stealing shit and lying to people. I'm going to point to you. You're a thief and a liar.
Mm-hmm.
That's called projecting. I'm projecting what I'm doing onto this man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, collectively, y'all, and then what I mean by collective, I'm talking about the whole American people. We have been projected upon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of my rural brothers and sisters out here, you guys nothing but dope heads, fucking lazy fucking bastards. Same gags being played on my suburban brothers and sisters. And then my city or urban brothers and sisters, same gag. It's scapegoating. We all know who really is running the economy. We all know who can make that phone call. Now you make this shit happen. We know this.
Yep.
But we still want to point the finger at him. We still want to point the finger at me. We're here to help you out. You know, we're gonna be calling Dimebag here as well. You know, I don't know what he's doing. You know, Dimebag's a single man and all. He's probably out there sowing his royal oats, doing what single guys do. You know, you don't see me hate no. You know, no. We're supposed to have fun, guys. This is life. No, seriously, this is life. This will be the one time you will possess the body that you are in.
Yep.
Now, the spirit is the spirit. You know, you can either, live up to standards. And once again, and I will, I want to make this explicitly clear. I am all about respect for others and self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never just run up, if I didn't know this brother, just run up and start disrespecting them. That'd be stupid. But there are people out there that do that.
Mm-hmm.
And those motherfuckers, well, yeah, your motherfucking time's bowed up. So, enough of my little soapbox, Oh, I forgot to tell you. Senior Chief Don Shipley will be on special report this Saturday. All right. I'm going to have Senior Chief on. We're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff. It's going to be an awesome show. I mean, honestly, straight up, it's nice to be able to pick up the phone and call a true Navy SEAL and get his thoughts on things. And where, some people are really fake. You know what I mean? I mean, this inherently fake.
Mm-hmm.
But not Don Shipley, not Senior Chief. He's an awesome man, a great patriot, a good person.
A class act.
There you go.
A class act.
And then I reached out to Professor today. Now, this guy's answer machine. And also, guys, this is another tip. I want to teach other people to do what I do, to reproduce what my same. Look, it's not terribly hard to research people and skip trace them. That's what's called in the industry, and find out where they are. It's really not hard. What's hard is picking up that phone, and when they don't answer, you leave a message.
Mm-hmm.
You stand on what the fuck you're standing on, man. My name is blah, blah, blah. Fuck, it ain't a state secret. My name's Patrick. On the other morning show, some of my listeners reached out to me to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the time, please call me back. I give my number. I say my name again, what I'm about, and then I give my number one last time, and I'm out. Mm-hmm. That's how you do it, guys.
Very professional.
Do that consistently. You're going to get no. You know how many motherfuckers I done call, bro? And then, yeah, man, count to blah, blah, blah. And that'd be the person I'm trying to reach. Oh, yeah, give them the spiel, and they're like, yeah, I'm like, oh, can I just talk to you for 5 minutes? I hit them with that. It's sales techniques, kind of. And then I talk to them, right? And then we may talk for hours. And they're like, okay, I'm still not coming on the show. Mm-hmm. But I still made a contact. But then there's those motherfuckers you'll call and you'll get. And they're like, what? Hey, I'm looking for, this is them. Hey, would you come? Fuck no, click. Mm-hmm. Not like no, fuck no, click. Because you got to understand, these are real people. These are not people, the thing you see on the internet, the thing you see on the movies, the things you may read in the book. That's not a real person, dude. That's a caricature. But the real motherfucker Get them on the phone and holler at them, man. I have talked to so many motherfuckers. Shit, in the past 7 months.
Powering off.
Oh, my bad. My main speaker over here. Well, let's call Dimebag up.
Where can they find all the listeners, especially the ones that's tuned in on the Cobra Mortal channel?
Powering off.
Where could they find information about True Powers Mind, the other morning show,
Yeah, absolutely.
things like that?
We really don't have a real website right now, an actual one hub. Both of us, True Powers Mind at YouTube right here. It's a t-shirt.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that out.
It's True Powers Mind at YouTube. All one word, True Power is Mine at youtube.com. We have Dimebag TV, super simple, Dimebag TV. The Other Morning Show and Random BS on Dimebag TV. And other programs coming down the way. And then we also have True Powers Mind, The Other Morning Show special report. I'm not good at this impromptu commercial. You know what I'm saying? I'm really good at promoting other people's stuff, but not so much my own. But hold on. You know what? We should do a fucking video breakdown. Hold on, I'm gonna call. We're gonna absolutely. I'm gonna call, but I'm going to. Yes, angels don't lie. Yes, perfect video. Now look.
Okay.
See that video? This is supposed to be Faka, the new drug coming out. It's bullshit. This chick's gonna come up and straight lie. She's got a straight lie. Let me show you. Anyhow. Now they're walking up, and I'm gonna break it down when the lie starts popping off. It's not that long of a video. Look at it. This motherfucker looking like they just. Yeah. Oh, man. Fuck it. Hold on. So you can see this crazy shit. Look at that bitch. She already get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Ow! Yes. Is it water? Yeah, it's water, honey. Here, try it. You want to drink? Here, here's a bottle of water. Do you want to do it? Put it on your eyes. Okay. You want a tissue? Oh, put it on your eyes, sweetheart. You need help?
Man, that bitch don't want your nasty ass water you've been drinking in her eyes. But you have her.
Honey, I'm just trying to
Get away! You know what, sweet? I think she's
Get away! Get away! Here, have a tissue.
Damn.
Get away!
Now,
It's like The Exorcist.
yeah, they're trying to say this bitch on drugs, but how do you know she ain't crazy? She just got hot walking around this motherfucker. And this bitch is trying to, and she's been drinking out of that water. She wants to pour it in this bitch's
Away
eyes.
from the street with me.
Now, I'm not going to
Sweetheart, you're
disagree
right
with
next to the
this.
street, and I don't want you to get hurt.
That's true, sweetie. Come on. You're on the street. You're gonna get
Uh,
run
you
over.
have to see this chick.
Honey, I know your eyes are.
Ow!
Here, have some more water.
There she is. She's fucked up, ain't she?
Wait.
You know, they try to put water. Look, they try to put water on this chick. Alright? Look at that crazy shit.
Man, that is crazy.
She's
Now-
gonna hurt you.
Here, hey, sister. It's okay. It's okay. What's your name? What's your name? None of your business. Okay, honey, I just want to help you, okay?
Oh, that's weird. Huh?
Do you love Jesus? I love Jesus with all my heart. Do you love
Hey,
Jesus?
I think-
Let her pray for you, sweetie. That's what she's trying to help you.
Honey, I'm just trying to help you. Is your name Yvette? Jesus told me.
Oh.
Wow.
Stop right there. Do you hear what the bitch just said? Is your name Yvette? Jesus just told me. That's what she just said.
Mm.
Whoa.
What did he tell you?
Wow.
Well, he told me that he loves you a lot and that he thinks about you every single day.
Stop.
Hmm.
Now I don't mind people helping people. Straight up, I don't. I really don't. I mean, I think that's admirable. That's what we should. But why do we have to bring in these lies? You know, Jesus was not talking to this chick. All right, and it's gonna get even more diabolical later on. And the only reason why I say this because I already saw this motherfucker.
You want some more water?
Now they're trying to say this bitch is on drugs. I'm just saying the bitch is probably just crazy. Yeah, she's mentally ill.
Who burned my eyes? Jesus, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Hold up, stop. Now Jesus is supposed to be talking to a girl, right?
Mhm.
So you're trying to tell me that Jesus can't tell a girl who burned her fucking eyes? Oh, this is how we start. I'm teaching y'all how to think through the bullshit. There's nothing wrong with having spirituality. There's nothing wrong with truly believing in God. But there's something wrong with fucking perpetrating a fucking fraud. Hold on, let's continue.
Who burned my eyes? Thank you, God.
The bitch is asking who burnt my eyes. And then they bring this other motherfucker over. Look at this shit. That bitch, I got mace. Look at that crazy shit. It's her. See, once again, she's talking about pouring that dirty ass water. Would you want motherfucker? I've been drinking this shit. You don't even know me. You're gonna pour this in your eye on me. Yeah.
Can I pour some water in your eyes?
She's calming down. When she put the water on her, she calmed down.
Now, hopefully, homie here don't take a drink.
Ow!
Here, wipe your eyes with the tissue, sweetheart.
I mean, I do commend these people for at least stopping
Yeah,
and
they,
saying what's wrong with this
they didn't
shit.
want to find out what was going on.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
They did. Okay.
But once again, though, dog, when you say you're talking about God,
Yeah.
there ain't nothing that this shit can tell you. She would have all the information. He's still really chilling, unless she's claiming this
Oh
dude.
my fucking God!
You can tell her, hey, Henry McDaniel shot her in the face with some man because this bitch is tripping.
And you know what?
You know?
Jesus is here with you too. Okay? Here. Oh, here's your water.
Look, she's trying to like this.
Oh, Lord God. No, no,
She's
no,
trying to go to
sweetie.
the highway now.
Here, right here. Let's come back. Can I help your eyes?
Oh, all she has to do is lay back and she's hammer time.
Oh, praise God. Then she's gonna.
Hold on, yeah. I want y'all to see this crazy shit. Look how close she is to the road now.
Get her out of the road.
But she's gonna run back. Yeah, that big girl's strong as hell.
No, no, no. No, no, no. No one's trying to hurt you, sweetie.
We're trying to help you. We're only trying to help you.
Get away from me.
It's okay. Yeah.
She got someone with her.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. God bless you. It's okay.
Well, now the cops showed up. Look, I'm not knocking, them trying to, do whatever. But you don't gotta lie to these people, they're, whether she's mental or not, just be honest. Look, you're having a bad day, huh? You're sitting here by the road, about ready to become a fucking pizza. I'm trying to help you. You don't gotta pour shit in their fucking face. Just, like they did, call the police and almost called Professor Griff by accident. Yes, I've been drinking, just a tiny, tiny bit.
Dimebag Darley's coming.
Yes. We're on
We
the
got
hotline.
three people listening.
Oh shit, I'm supposed to have this shit plugged in though. Is he not gonna pick up? Well, ain't that about nothing? Well, we'll just hold on, bro. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna call another individual, but I want to make sure it's cool before I put him on the line. You can say something, CI. No dead space. Say something.
CI, what's up? Thank y'all for tuning in to CI's official YouTube channel. You can find me on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. If you're on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram at Cobra Immortal, Twitter at Cobra Immortal, Facebook.com / at the real Cobra Immortal. So make sure you find me out there. And want to send a special shout out to Special Report for, we basically streaming this to our followers
Right.
on 2 channels. So you're going to see Cobra Immortal getting involved in the media side of things. I also have my own podcast, CI News and Media. You can find that on Facebook. Just type in CI News and Media, and I'm starting to gain some following there. And then also I'm a musician. I'm a rap artist and singer. I have a new album coming out, Another Level, which is set for release in October. And then make sure you stay up to date for that. And if you want me to come to your city or your state, you can book me at CobraImmortal1@gmail.com. That's CobraImmortal1@gmail.com. Make sure you holler at your boy for any booking inquiries that you may have. So with me being in the media, like I said, I do my own podcast show. And I think it's very important for shows like the Other Morning Show, Special Report, as well as the CI News and Media to provide the people with the truth, because the truth is under this regime that we got going on, they want to make the truth is a lie. So it's up to us to keep educating the people and keep inspiring the people to want to seek the knowledge, because the war is here, folks. The war is here. And it's not looking good for everybody. And I've been seeing a lot of disturbing videos on social media when it comes to the cops. And like I said, I guess once you become a target, you have to take whatever consequences that may come if you speak out against the Illuminati or if you speak out against the secret society
or the John Burke Society.
Any of the people who are the true enemies of the people. It seems like that once you speak out against them, you become not only a target, but you're being ridiculed by those who follow them, because they're promoting a certain type of agenda that is not the same as what is going on here. So you got to pay attention to the signs and look out for stuff. And as myself, as an artist, I'm also really getting involved into the media side of things. So I do my own research, and I put it out there so my followers and my listeners can see what else I got going on outside of my music. But under this administration, hopefully they won't confirm Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh. I'm also in tune with the news, with the mainstream media, even though it sells propaganda. It's also an implant. An implant is something that you plant in somebody's mind. When you see that image or that video over and over and over and over and over, that's what they do. They sell the program and strategy. And it's important for you to pay attention to that. Like I said, at one point in time, I was brainwashed. I didn't really have the knowledge. I wasn't in the circle of people who were really wanting to seek the truth. And if I would have knew what I knew about America and how crooked that they really can be, I would have woke up a long time ago. But here's another thing that people need to realize. Salute to Colin Kaepernick. I stand with Kaepernick. And this is very important, that if you look back at the situation that's going on with him, people are offended because the quote unquote NFL players are not kneeling for the flag. But if you go back in history and you look at the Star Spangled Banner and the person who wrote it, Francis Scott Key, basically he wrote that song, or it started out as a poem. He wrote that by sitting down. The fact of the matter is Francis Scott Key did have slaves. That the American history isn't teaching us. So it's deeper than just the shoes. I believe Brother Kaepernick has also did his research, and that is the justification on why he is kneeling. To me, the black players are not disrespecting the flag. They are simply kneeling when a troop is lost in the battlefield, no matter what branch of government. The troops kneel, and what we do is it's not about making it too of a political issue, because there's things that I'm going to say that the government or even in my peers, they're not going to be able to stop me or silence my voice.
Right.
The fact of the matter is the powers that be, the elites, all of the people that are part of the Bohemian Grove, John Birch Society, Secret Society, they are still trying to do these little tactics,
and they're
to,
working
to brainwash us. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. If you put yourself out there, you got to be ready to accept the consequences. And I am willing to take that risk. You know what I'm saying? I am willing to take that risk on doing that. So whatever type of stuff is going on with the NSA or whatever, people are trying to interrupt phone calls or stop people from
And they do.
uploading videos and all that, middle fingers to you, because you know as well as we know that the government is crooked each and every day. But Francis Scott Key, the person who quote unquote wrote the Star Spangled Banner, was a slave owner. You know what I'm saying? Later on, he did release some of his slaves, but he also
good for him.
represented them in a court of law too.
Oh, well, that's excellent. You know,
So, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
better than Jefferson.
But at the
I didn't know nothing about the bitch.
but at the end of the day, though, he still has slaves. He
Look.
still held people in oppression.
Of course, but you got to understand, it's not fair for us to try to use our moral common sense of this day and age to that day and age. Because if things were changed, you know what I'm saying? They never had slaves to begin with. This motherfucker could have been right from Jump Street.
But if
But it wasn't that way.
But if you think
and we
about
should
it,
not.
we should always remind them of the past, because
That does.
because
This right here does.
because
when they see
it,
this.
because it had nothing has changed since then. The only thing that has changed is the prisons are now plantations, has replaced the plantations on land.
But that in itself is a change, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I know what you're saying. You're still technically.
Mhm.
And that's funny that you said this thing about prison. Because I reached out to a brother Herc off of Fresh Out Prison Talk. He's a YouTube channel. Excellent program. This brother, he doesn't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He don't glorify prison. He don't make prison look like a cool. He just tells you the real deal about it, right? Look, right now, our problem is up here. Our problem is that the slave master that was whipping your back has been replaced by the slave master that's whipping your mind.
Mhm.
All right. We got to free ourselves from that to express who we really are. You know how many of us run around this motherfucker every day censoring self, censoring expression. All right. We got to do away with that.
Mhm.
Those days over where a motherfucker snatch you up, by God, he will, because he had to go through me, a bunch of other motherfuckers, before we let that shit go down again. But we are letting that shit go down again, in a way. Over in Libya. You remember seeing that video of brothers being sold into slavery for like $400 or $500?
Mhm.
Instead of this great army, and we do have a great army. We do have a great armed services. We do. Instead of that being used to make Halliburton and these corporations richer, we should be using that army to truly free oppressed people from around the world. And the reason why we don't is because the folks who we fought against in the first Revolutionary War still has a lot of power. And I'm talking about the Queen of England. I'm talking about the English Bank. All right. I don't want to talk about Deutsche Bank because I don't want to bring the president potentially into this conversation. I want to talk about the Queen of England, and I want to talk about the banking system that is tied to England and how it has, for instance, why do you think the English fought that battle back in the 80s over the Falkland Islands down there off of South America? Because the Falkland Islands is one of the last uniced port all year round that you can have access to the Antarctica. While we're sitting here talking about this nonsense, there's a breakaway civilization right now popping off in Antarctica. The reason why, because that continent has a vast amount of ancient knowledge, ancient technology, and resources that's underneath that ice sheet. So while we're sitting up here talking about who's popping who, and that is something to be talked about as well, because this killing of melanated people is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But it isn't a real distraction. Okay? We have to get to the point, though, where we have to realize, how long will America go? Straight up, how long will America go? I mean, even if things were optimal, how long will this thing go? Because it inevitably it will come to an end. The Roman Empire came and gone. The Egyptian Empire came and gone. The Nubian Empire came and gone. The Empire of Agun came and gone. All right? That being said, it's still not bad to be patriotic. It's still not bad to love the flag and love blah, blah, blah. But you need to take that in context. All right? You need to take it with a grain of salt to understand that for humanity's sake, America is not the end game.
Mm-hmm.
For humanity's sake, the Western cultural civilization is not the end game. Just as for humanity's sake, the Empire of Agun apparently wasn't for humanity.
I think we pretty much have reached the end. I mean, I know sometimes people try to predict it, in Y2K with the computers and all of that.
Yes.
But I really believe that this is the end, and we're going to see it in our lifetime.
Well, for one, the end is coming 9. All right. For those who are scholarships in the Christian religion, understand this passage I'm about ready to say. The generation that sees Israel restored will not all pass before Christ comes back. All right. 72 years is basically what the theologians say is the max for a generation. All right. 72 years from 1948 is 2020. All right. 72 years from 1947 is 2019. Now that's the only basically wiggle room we can have. Those years are very important. 1947, 1948. Between those 2 years, the nation of Israel was restored back into the playing field of the global deal. Before then, there was no state of Israel except for what was written of in the Bible. All right. Well, now that we see that here now, my question is, are you prepared? Because these evangelicals, the John Birch Society, they are hard at it to make sure this prophecy comes to fruition. That's why we have the red cow over there in Israel. It already been, the Temple Society, put it on YouTube, you can see it readily. All right. Now that has been fulfilled, right? What has to happen next? Oh, that temple has to be built, don't it? So what happens if we have a false flag to where the temple on the rock is blown the fuck up. Boom. A lot of our Muslim take great offense to that. You just blew up, that'd be like somebody going straight up to the Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris and blowing that motherfucker up. Okay, now we're going to put a shopping mall here. And if this does not occur by and what is 2020? A presidential election year.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you think Trump made Israel the head, or Jerusalem, the recognized capital of Israel? The setup is already in, guys, and I'm bringing it down from the Christian point of view because I'm familiar with that ideology and a lot of the concepts and precepts. All right, we had better take note right now, and that's why I'm going so hard with the bug out bags. That's why I'm going, because there's going to be some major civil unrest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the only thing, there's a restraining force on this earth right now. Just as me and brother CI was talking about, black folks have to self-censorship ourselves when we go out here in the real world. A lot of evangelical Christians are doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're restraining that compulsion or drive to want to just straight up kill the heretics. Just like, some people will under Sharia law. That's why those two ideologies aren't that far apart.
Right.
All right. But as this prophecy is coming to an end now, right? That's why a lot of the Hebrew brothers are saying the 6,000 years up. They know this paradigm shift is coming. Okay? There's no avoiding it. It's already been in the works. All I'm saying to you folks is that there's going to be an economic collapse. People are going to die. That chip will come out. If you don't take that chip, you will not work and you will not buy and you will not sell. And then at the end, it's going to be what it is. Or we're sitting here in 2021 and there's going to be a lot of Christians saying, what the fuck? What did I devote my life to? The prophecy did not come fulfilled. And then you're going to have, that's when it degenerates to like cults and people that, don't put limitation on God. He can do whatever he wants, blah, blah, blah.
So do you think that there's a part of that where man is trying to take credit for fulfilling the prophecy?
Of course. Who put the nation of Israel back on the map? Was it God or was it the League of Nations, which becomes the UN? Who took the people's land? Who determined them as terrorists? Was it God or was it a panel of men? This is all about money, man. You know how much money Christianity makes? Do you know how much money it takes to get anybody out here to act a certain way? Mm-hmm. Just enough for them to live on. Well, the money that I'm talking about that's involved is way beyond that. It's enough money to blow me and you up and anybody that stands in its way. It's more than enough money to do that. I'm saying this because I want the people, the young people to hear me. The old people, y'all done. I want the young people to hear me. Do not squander your time. Do not squander your time.
Yep.
Be productive. And most important of all, please be respectful and kind to one another. Because every human being, except for the obvious psychopaths, haters, and molesters that want to harm our fellow human beings, aside from those creeps, most of us are decent people.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us just want to live and let's enjoy life. Let's have fun. Instead of, how can I figure out a way to fuck you over? All right? That's what it's about. And too many of us are idolizing these motherfuckers who have made millions of dollars fucking over people that looks like you, fucking over people that look like you, fucking over people that look like you and me. Fuck that. We have to get to a point to where we hold hand in hand. And I don't give a fuck what the skin hand looks like. Oh my God, true power swirling. Whatever. You fools preaching this hate, y'all gonna go by the wayside anyways. Because there ain't no future in the motherfucking front. We are human fucking beings. And we're gonna go in hand, the real ones of us, and we're gonna go into the future. And you guys will be a fucking sad, pitiful foot in our collective history.
Mm-hmm.
That is my words, and that will ring true. The reality is this, guys. We will reach the stars with or without your help in this day and age. And today's date, the 19th of September,
2018.
year of our Lord.
Yep.
That is today's date. And the reason why I say this is because I want this to be truly cataloged correctly. So a year from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, which I don't think we have, we can verify. And when I say we, humanity's going to go on. Your little stupid religions come and your little stupid ass religions go. Back in the day, if I didn't bow down to Zeus, if I didn't pay homage to Poseidon, if I didn't glorify Hades, then I would have been put to death by the fucking acolytes. Same thing happened. If I didn't bow down to Jupiter, and then the other Roman names for the same Greek gods, I would have been put to death. If I didn't bow down later on, if I was chilling in Spain, to when the Catholics rode through with the Inquisition, heaven forbid I'm a true Israelite trying to keep the original word, I would have been bowed the fuck down and pieced out.
Yep.
All that shit came and all that shit went. Same thing with this political blah, blah, blah and bullshit now. It comes and it will fucking go.
Yep.
All right? But you, our souls, our dreams, our desires, they remain the same. They do. From generation to generations. One thing is consistent. We are all born into ignorance and lack of understanding. That's why we need a mother and a father. Funny. It takes a mother and father to make a baby, and it takes a mother and father to raise one. Go figure. Huh. Like basic fucking mathematics.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to have good instructors when you're young. Now, let me get into some meat of the story here, guys. I took down some notes. All right. I'm not going to go into a lot of it because, you know, what me and Mark was talking about, you know, I'm sure he's going to go over a lot of it on Carl Nelson's show, November 8th, 2018. All right. So, I want you guys, if you do have access to a computer, there's it's basically a cartoon. It's an animated movie. It's called Wizard. Wizard was made back in the 70s, and it's basically about two elves. One's good, one's evil. And the evil one basically finds old, ancient artifacts, uses them to brainwash modern people to basically wage war in their little world. Watch that movie. Watch that movie. It's on YouTube. If I find the link to it, I will definitely put it down in the link below in the description. I'm watching the movie again. I watched it several times growing up. You know, I'm a big cartoon fan. I used to actually draw cartoons and shit. But the thing about it is, it's funny. Once we revisited shows, once we have this understanding and knowledge, we see a different programming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, I saw Godfather 3 back when it first came out. All right. It's one of the times I remember my mom taking out myself and my older brother, you know, to the movies, and we saw that, you know, together collectively. You know, my dad was actually he was out of town, but when I watched that movie, I was like, oh man, that was a good gangster flick back in the day, right? I rewatched it, all right, later on once I got a little knowledge. Talked to Mark from Anaheim. He's like, dude, you still not seeing the fucking picture. I'm like, what? So I'm like, oh shit. That movie wasn't a gangster movie. That movie was telling you how the fucking Catholics were basically the real mob. They were really putting hit on motherfuckers and wiping motherfuckers out.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he become in that movie? A Knight of Malta. Come on, yeah. You know, look, I don't understand why the elites do it. I don't get this. But they always do tell you in their movies what's gonna happen. Now that could be some person who have money, who puts together something that makes the movie and it becomes a hit. Or it could be a straight up mind fuck by the elites as well.
Right.
But we have to understand when we're talking about politics and these scandals, none of this happens by chance. You best believe me. You know, none of this happens by chance. Do I say that it's 100%? No. These people are like the military. All right. Let's say that me and CI, you know, we're a couple of special forces guy, and we're attacking a target, but we saw that our intel was wrong. There was only supposed to be one tank here, but there's fucking 20 fucking tanks here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not gonna grab the fucking flag and fucking carry on and get fucked up. No, we're gonna fall back, and we're gonna give the update to what we just now observed. And guess what? We're going to get those fucking warhorses to come in with the Gatling gun and fuck up 19, all 20 of them tanks. And then we're going to go in and do the objective. All right? That's how the elites are.
Mm-hmm.
They may roll with a plan. Someone finds out, spills the bean. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We are dealing with humans. We're not dealing with a box of rocks. You know, there's a couple of smart ones.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll work around them. All right, because these people have time and the resources and the money. They can wait us out. This is a war of attrition. That's why it's more important to fuck what a motherfucker say, fuck what a motherfucker looks like, people what a motherfucker does. If I'm sitting there saying kumbaya, everyone love everybody, but on the flip side, I'm out here doing harm to people, that should be the warning. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these Catholic priests up there in Pennsylvania or whatnot. Oh, we're so good guys. We're good guys. But you see all these kids coming up with their booties busted. They're cheek bandits. They're taking these little boys' cheeks.
It's all about the agenda.
You know?
That agenda, bro.
Well, that agenda, though, that agenda is an evil agenda. It's evil to rob the youth of their innocence. No, seriously, it's evil to straight up mess with the young people. That's why I kind of have a problem with some of the indoctrination the young people have to face at school. A lot of these people, oh, you're a slacker, you're lazy, you're academically, you know, a degenerate. No, these kids are smart and they understand what you're pushing down there. If I had you locked up for 12 hours somewhere, or okay, that's exaggeration, 8 hours somewhere, that's a typical school day. And I'm sitting here telling you 2 + 2 = 6, motherfucker. 2 + 2 = 6. And then I got all my goons to back that shit up. What do you say? I mean, this is bullshit. Especially when I can let you go at the end of the day and to come back and hear more bullshit. I mean, how many of us receive true history? No, seriously,
not
an accurate depiction of history.
It's never been
0%.
Yeah.
How many people actually get true understanding of U.S. law in U.S. schools? I mean, true, you know, 0%. Now, what's important to you as a human being? For one, knowing where you come from, your origins. That's history. Number two, knowing what is expected of you as far as carrying yourself in society. That's laws. Mm-hmm. So I don't give a fuck how many little football games or little basketball games or baseball games or little cheerleader squad they offer our kids. If they don't offer our kids law and history and mathematics and obvious reading, they're not offering our kids shit. They're not offering nothing but an epic waste of time. And what did I just tell you, young people? Do not squander your time like the older folks have.
Right. Because if you do, you really gonna be lost,
Yeah, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be frustrated.
and you're never gonna be found. You'll never be found.
Also, young people, do not allow yourself the luxury of being a hate-filled individual. And what I mean by that, it is a luxury because it takes a lot of energy. A lot of energy.
The one thing about
To
the one thing about that I learned about the American system is when you are a type of person that either figure out what they got going on, figure out their scheme and their evil ways, or number two, if you start asking too many questions, or if you figure out a detour
Yeah.
around
A workaround.
to get to beat their system, that's when you become a threat. Like once you start asking a lot of questions, the main thing is that a lot of people in America would say either kill them or dope them up. Dope them
Right.
up to where they won't ever know the truth.
And the other reason why we're doping them up because we did what? We dismissed them by calling them crazy.
Mhm.
You label that word crazy on a motherfucker, you can do whatever you want.
Yep.
That's dismissive.
So when you start asking a lot of questions and figuring stuff out, when you become a target. That's the reason why, like, to me, I feel that I feel like that the people that I know personally are either, there's so many different names that you can call us: misfits, black sheep, people who have been disenfranchised,
Slackers.
people who have
Degenerate.
either went to jail, or people who were street hustlers or whatever they did. You know, in Americans' eyes now, the respect of person, as it talks about in the Bible, the respect of person is more relevant now. But if
Yeah.
you don't do what they want you to do, then that's when they try to blackball your image. They try to kill your image.
Before they kill you.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I'm not just talking about literally kill you. I'm talking about killing you in the inside, you know,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
You know, I mean, I reached out to the EFF, all right, over in South Africa, all right, and I was talking to some friends, and like, holy shit, that's the biggest fucking spider I've ever fucking seen.
Yep. Damn, I thought I was tripping.
Holy fuck! Hold on, guys. Oh, this is bullshit, man. Oh no, hell no, hell the fuck
Man,
no.
y'all to see this.
No, this is crazy as fuck. Well, I can't fucking open up my shit.
Damn, that
Oh.
motherfucker's big.
This
too.
big as fuck. Hold on, man. I gotta find something to kill this motherfucker. Dude.
You gotta do it. You have to kill him.
Yeah, he's sorry, y'all, but this motherfucker's too fat, man, to be just alive. I gotta be quick. Oh, I got him.
Man,
I
y'all to
got
see
him.
that. Y'all to see that spider. Man,
Hold
that
on.
thing was huge.
They're gonna see it. Let me use my cigarette to scoop his ass up. Look at that gnarly little fucker. Squished his ass good. That
Yeah, that
motherfucker
motherfucker's-
was huge as fuck. I'm like, son of a bitch, big ass spider out here in Missouri.
You can see the ooze
Yeah,
come out.
I'm sorry, folks.
But damn, that's fine. We had to get that.
Yeah,
You
that
know what I'm saying?
motherfucker, you know, he had to be
It's-
got. You know, I didn't mean to kill shit on the show. You know, I truly do love animals, man. But when you have a predator that big, you know,
Yeah, it was about the size.
Yeah, I just
a
had to
house.
glance down and look at that little splatter down there like that motherfucker been drinking.
It's about the size of over $50. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It
it
was
was
big. But you know, but like I said, man, like we were talking, once you start asking questions and start figuring stuff out,
Right.
that's when you become
A threat.
a threat by society, because us as black folks, we have been programmed and manipulated by white supremacy, and to where we've been manipulated so much to where we can't tell the difference of who is genuine and who is our enemy, who is out to destroy us, and who is sincere. So that is when you start figuring stuff out and piecing stuff together and all that. That's when you start you become a threat, and then they'll either try to neutralize you.
And it will
One
with
way.
your words.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always people that's out there watching, paying attention. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that because after talking to Mark from Anaheim today,
Shout out to brother Mark.
I am not going to use that word MC ever again. For one reason, they are not supreme. Why should I assign the word supreme or supremacist to them? I'm going to try my best not to use that word again because it's not real. And that's what I was talking about up here, our brain. That's a conscious decision I'm going to make. You know what I'm saying? Can't speak for no one else, just me. Because, yes, I do understand there's an element that is my enemy. Your enemy as well. And people out here, white and black, because, you know, a lot of white haters during World War II killed other white people. A lot of white haters during the Civil War killed white people.
Yep.
You know, so let's just keep that shit on the real. But they were not supreme because their power is insignificant to the power that we possess.
Yep.
And all we gotta do is unleash the beast. And I'm not talking about being stupid and retarded. I'm talking about being calculative and precise. All right. So in my book now, there's only humans and those who would do harm to humanity, whoever they may be.
Yep.
And what I mean by doing harm, you're just doing your thing. And I'm like, you better conform to my way of thinking or else I kill you. Boom. That's the litmus test right there. Whenever I got to put hands on you or you got to put hands on me, you're about bullshit or I'm about bullshit. All right. The only people we need to be putting fucking hands on, once again, are the motherfucking child molesters, the motherfucking people who have nothing but hate in their heart for other human beings that would just fuck them up for no reason, especially if people ain't around. And then the political leaders who sell us out because they do irreparable harm to, once again, the young.
Sometimes I realize, like, it makes me think, like, you know, the way that this quote unquote government is ran, it's either they're good actors or all of this stuff is really staged like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's choreographed to extent because, once again, we're still dealing with humans and we still got that pesky deal called. But you're right. Things happen because of a domino effect. You click that one, go all the way down the way until it hits the fireworks and thing blows up, right? For instance, a lot of people don't realize that when we look at the 70s, all right, we look at the welfare system of the 70s, all right, we can see now the results of saying, hey, chick, get rid of that man and I get you housing and food for them babies.
And then also the 70s was the
You see it.
was the I guess I'm trying to think of the word, was the 70s was a pivotal point in time because the black man was removed from the homes, and as a result of that was because of the they took a lot of the factories and the places like
It's called
deindustrialization.
Yes.
The deindustrialization of the black family to remove the black man.
But that was just not just targeted at black folks. It was targeted at all blue collar workers. Because don't forget, let's not get it twisted, man. Most of the white folks, most of the Mexican folks, most of the Latino folks, most of the, well, not so much Jewish folks. Ain't really met too many of them in real life. But most of them are caught up in the economic net as well. Most of them don't have relatives that had slaves. Not nowadays. Shit, them motherfucking people could have came on over after World War I or World War II. Or in between the Civil War and nowadays. All right? This is what I'm talking about humanity, dog. This is what I'm talking about all of us. It's because, look, yes, the elites, they have been preying on humanity since the construct of these so-called tools called economy and markets. They've been preying on us. Humanity. You know, if you took money out of the equation, most of the hate shit goes away. But when you take money and put it into the equation and a lot of people are suffering, that's when that hate comes up because people want to start clicking together. Because now it's not about your survival. It's not about my survival. It's about our collective survival. You see. So what am I saying? I'm saying if I can get you to the point where you think your identity, as it is basically in danger of extermination, what does that make you do? Once genocide's involved, now I can do anything. Now I can kill you. I can kill your people. Because if I don't, you're going to kill me. We got to get out of that mindset. You know, people ask me. I had a listener email me the other day, you know, and they asked me about South Africa. And I was honest. I was like, you know, the real reason why the West or whatever is resisting that movement is because they know deep down, if that happens in South Africa, what are the native people in North and South America, Latin America, gonna say? So wait, now we can give the Jews back their land. We can give the South Africans back their land, but I can't get mine. What are the people of Australia gonna say? The Aboriginals. Oh, you can give Israel back their land. You can give South Africa their land. You can give the native people in North and South America their land, but you can't get my land. Don't you see how this goes all the way back to where? The Queen of England. The bankers of the English Commonwealth.
Yep.
Don't you see how this is all tied? And now, once again, I'm talking about money, and I know I'm in danger. I'm not going to say everything I know because you guys ain't ready for all that. Saved by the Bell. The old shop down there. But yeah, it's like a warning. Yeah, you better not talk about this money, motherfucker. Listen, money is money. Money is what it is, guys. Seriously, it is. And if you're naive enough to think that people will not kill your ass over that and keeping that, you're a fucking fool. They will. That's why it's the root of all evil. But I think it should go further because don't forget, a lot of the stories in the Bible are parables. They were allegories meant for you to get the knowledge and the wisdom they're trying to portray to you. I believe the belief of money is evil. The belief that, oh my God, he doesn't have to work. As long as he produces these coins, he's all good. That's what's evil. But I do understand it also kind of from the 1% side.
Yeah.
Most people who are fucking doers, the workers, they're horrible managers. They really are.
Yeah.
They suck at management, but they're great at working. Unfortunately, we don't have the balance between management and labor. You have these managers that are better off being workers because they're not fucking equipped to be in management either.
Yeah.
All right. So the thing I'm saying is, and this is for those of you who love to check statistics, hopefully you realize that a melanated man like C.I. or me, we could have a college degree, but a non-melanated person with a high school diploma could potentially get that job. Yep. And that's reality, and that's fucking real. No one wants to say that because that shows the discrimination within the system. Mm-hmm. The lady that wrote the Matrix books, all right, I recently friended her on Facebook. I've been reaching out to Sophia to try to get her on the show. I know she's somewhat of a reclusive individual, which most intelligent people actually are. But if she comes on Special Report, dude, that would be by far the best show ever because.
And she writes the Matrix books?
She wrote the Matrix books, and they took the movies and they didn't pay her for it, but she got the money from the movies after she took them to court. All right. The reality is this here. We have a lot of untapped brilliance. Okay? Seriously. Untapped brilliance. But then we also have folks like Admiral McRaven, all right, that said, you're going to take away the guys' clearance, take away mine. And I get where he's coming from. A lot of people don't understand, Like I said, there's a war going on in the intelligence community that spills over into other segments. And we're most of us aren't privy to this information, all right? we're fucked either way, guys.
Yep.
We're fucked either way. Listen, there should never be a group or cabal of people who are so above the law that their whims becomes our reality. You know what I'm saying? That's why we should trust in laws. It's written. It's there. You can read it. I can read it. You know, let's say we had a law saying that, you know, on Tuesday you have a taco. Every Tuesday you should have a taco. Taco Tuesday, right? I come up to your house to eat on Tuesday, and you serve me some lettuce, you know, without the taco. Brother, man, it's Taco Tuesday. That's the law, right? And you're like, well, you know, bro, you know, whatever. See, the thing about laws is if you don't have the money, and this is where economy is so important. If you don't have the money, there's no way you can abide by the law. That's why, like out there in the Carolinas, in certain cities, and out there in California, in a lot of cities, it's basically a crime to be homeless.
Yep.
I see you sleeping in your car in Oakland. Your ass goes to jail. Get a ticket. Well, if you're sleeping in your car, do you think you can really afford that $400 ticket?
Right.
And what happens if you can't pay that $400 ticket? Your ass goes to jail.
Yep.
That's why economy is so fucking vital. That's why a lot of people ain't hearing black folks when we say we're economically at a disadvantage. That's why we're acting the way we act. You know, they just want to focus on the symptom. Oh, brothers and sisters are crazy there. They're so aggressive, blah, blah, blah. No. We never addressed the root of the fucking problem. The root of the problem is economic suppression. Not governmental saying a black man can't go here, or a black man can't, or a black woman can't go there. That shit's done. We won that battle. It's actually done. But we did not win the battle of the racist ass motherfucker who owns that company saying, see, I'll give you a job. Through power, I'll give you a job. We ain't won that battle. And you can never win that battle until you win that mind of the motherfucking gatekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yeah.
That's the reality of where we're at, guys. Look, I'll say it again. You know, talking to Mark for Anaheim. Well, hold on. Let me get this shit. So these people know I ain't no bullshit. I ain't fucking around. Talking from Mark from Anaheim is a double-edged fucking sword. He'll give you the information, but you might not like where your brain takes you to. It's really, damn, dude. I can't wait. Once again, I'm not going to bust the bubble. I cannot wait to watch Carl Nelson's show November 8th, 2018. Please, y'all, tune in. Download the app. In the prior video, Mark from Anaheim on the Carl Nelson show, should be just like maybe 4 or 5 videos from this one on my channel. There's, if you look in the comments, I forget her name, but a viewer was having trouble accessing Carl Nelson's show on the internet after that show was aired on my channel. Next thing you know, she's like, you download Carl. So apparently Carl Nelson has an app. Download Carl Nelson app, you know, support the radio program. Seriously, because, you know, Nelson and them, they're one of the last people we got. You know, support Mark Anaheim, support Carl Nelson, support We All Be Free, Dan Calloway, support Dr. Neely Fuller Jr., support these folks, you know, support Fresh Out of Prison. Show that brother some love. He's out here trying to tell our young people this ain't the way we need to go. Support Phil, the Advice Show. He's giving us information that you never, you know, wouldn't really hear in a perspective and format that truly comes from the other side of the mainstream paradigm. Support these people. Seriously. Watch their videos. Click on those advertising links. Help these guys out. Because they do this for you. You know, so look, you know, some of those cats don't even know who I am. I don't care. Because I know who they are. And I've analyzed them. And I'm telling them that they're good people. All right. Support Professor Griff. Support 7 Mile Radio, Brother Judah. Support these brothers. They're up in Detroit putting in real work. Not stupid work, but real education. Support these guys. Let's help them blow up. There's a lot of people out there that are doing some terrific, tremendous things. All right. We have to stop being petty and stop being jealous and be like, hey, this brother's doing good work. Support him. Help him out.
It just goes to show that we don't have the commitment to each other.
The unity ain't there. But that's by design.
Yep, that's by design.
I tell you what, if the lion out there in the jungle or the plains, the grasslands, will use the same tactics that has been used on us, there wouldn't be no gazelles out there to eat. Because they would have mind fucked with so bad, these gazelles be like, man, other gazelles are whack. The lions are my homies. Go over there and those motherfuckers eat their ass up.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm saying is critically think. Take nothing for face value. Like I was telling my wife tonight, I'm a small YouTube channel. I know I am. I have no qualms with that. You know what I'm saying? But why is YouTube? I'm shocked I didn't get a copyright infringement on this shit. But why is YouTube? I've been hit with over 8 copyright so-called infringements over the past week. All right. And it all seems to stem from my conversation I had with my friend from overseas. Then I gave my word I'm not going to, publicly tell people who I was talking to. All right. And there's been other people here in America I've talked to. And I'm not going to say who I talked to. And then thank God there's people, like Jane Elliott, Jacqueline Bad, Laura, John Lear, Mark Anaheim, Joe Judge Brown, all these people who are brave enough to come on this show.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like I look at the show of where when the other morning show, because you folks may or may not know, this show be broadcast from a small town right outside of St. Louis.
Middle of nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not a lot of opportunities that go on out here. But the people that these gentlemen had on the show, True Powers Mind, Brother Dimebag Darley, in just a year's time, over a year, the influential amount of people that they've had on there is it's second to none to see a show grow from where it was to where it is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I truly believe that a lot of people don't really see the whole movement, especially where we're from. Like I did a post earlier today that where I'm from, dreams aren't made. Dreams are made to be destroyed. But where we're at, because of who we are, it's hard for us to make it out. But the gifts and the talents that we all possess is what's helping us out. So shows like Special Report and the Carl Nelson Show or whoever, man, it's all about the knowledge that we have. So there's a lot of things that you won't see or hear what they talk about on this show. You won't hear it on CNN. You won't hear it on Fox News. You won't hear it on MSNBC. You know what I'm saying? So it's they're selling you that same type of ticket that I call those carnivals. You know what I'm saying? The mainstream media is carnivals.
The little carousels.
You know what I'm saying? It goes round and round. They have the rides that go up in the air, rides that go all the way down. So I think it's important to be able to determine and decipher the difference between what is true and what is false.
Right.
So these shows, like for my own self, like I just joined the show within the later part of the year. I've been on the show with the other morning show last year. Actually, it's the 1 year anniversary close to when I first made an appearance on the show. And I've learned a lot from watching that show, or being a part of the show and even watching it. Because it was like, it's almost like where every Friday, if I didn't watch the other morning show, my Friday wasn't complete.
Right.
You know, I would get up, get the day started, be out handling business or whatever. And then I'm looking forward to that Friday because it's the other morning show. So I feel like that show, it felt like my Friday wasn't complete without the other morning show. But I think that it's, that's what I'm saying, man. Just think if we didn't have shows like this and we didn't have open dialogue, and
Oh,
then
God.
eventually in the future where people can actually call in on the hotline.
Which we have it now. I should have brought it out here so we could take calls now, but I'm waiting for this Friday on the other morning show. As long as Dimebag can make it down here, we're gonna have the hotline. People will be able to call in and talk.
That is great. Make
All
sure
right.
that, and that'll be Friday.
Yes, this Friday.
And what would be the scheduled time?
We're looking at, once again, unorganized or whatever, but about 6 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, so make sure y'all check out the other morning show, man.
And
You
I'll
can call
I'll
in.
post the number over here in the chat room and shit, and we'll just take it from there. Look, what you said is so true. Without these independent sources of media, independent commentary, you're just gonna get the one baseline.
Mhm.
The dun 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 dun. If you're not going along with status quo, you're just a fucking unpatriotic hoe.
Like I said, these shows, they have, it's a platform for everybody to get their voices out because the war is here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
and
war has
it's
been
gone.
here, but it's really here. If that makes any sense.
I want to salute. I want to give a salute to Chancellor Merkel over there in Germany right now. Girl, you're holding out. You're holding out with this worldwide cabal, these evil bastards wanting to set in this bullshit. And I'm appreciative for you. A lot of people, oh, Merkel ain't shit. Terrorists are overrun in Germany, blah, blah, blah. Man, you're bullshit, dude. That chick is holding strong and she's being fired. All right. And down in South Africa, my friends, I'm not gonna, Julius, spokesman for the EFF. I want to talk to that brother. And another person I actually want to talk to is Carl Nelson.
Mhm.
I would so love to have Carl Nelson on, actually me interview him on Special Report, dude. Dude, that would be like a dream come fucking true. That would be like Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, everything rolled up to one, because that man has so much knowledge. He is so well traveled. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Mr. Nelson.
Yes, Carl Nelson.
Intelligent man, legendary too. He's interviewed a lot of the greats. He's doing a lot of big things out in he's in Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
D.C. big black political media area. You know what I'm saying? Brother Carl is a legend. He had Brother Mark from Anaheim. He also had the late great Dick Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of influential black people. You know what I'm saying? So
first to interview Mandela when he got out of prison.
mhm.
And not only that, I'm very good at reading people, and I can tell you from never meeting the man, only hearing audio recordings, various sources. He has a wealth of it. If we was to put information in the form of gold, Carl Nelson would be Fort Knox.
Mhm.
He would be a Fort Knox. Mark from Anaheim. Well, fuck it. He's a Federal Reserve. This printing out money. And a lot of these gentlemen, do this out of love. Yes, they get economic compensation, rightfully so. But to put themselves on the front line in the way they do and still stand on the principles they stand on, dude, you gotta salute them, man.
Salute. What they stand for, what they say. You have to have a lot of courage.
Yes.
You have to have a lot of courage on what these men do.
Because a lot of people want to put you in the hole
Mhm.
over what you're saying. You talking truth against my people?
Yep.
You're gonna mess up my industries? He has to go.
Yep.
And how many goons out there are there? And you know who you are, goons.
Yeah.
Hurting people.
Get a life.
For real. Hold on, let's try Dimebag one more time.
Brother Dimebag.
He's just like straight missing in action. I don't, he had called me and said, "Hey man, let's do a show tonight," and
Yeah, we don't reach Brother Dimebag, that's for sure.
hopefully the NSA or somebody can grab his ass up.
So we'll get in touch with while we're getting Brother Dimebag on the phone. Make sure you stay tuned to the other morning show this Friday. And my boys Dimebag Darling and True Powers Mind will be doing their thing this Friday. So make sure y'all check it out.
What the fuck's this? It's not even ringing. No, now it is.
You have reached the voicemail box.
Brother Dimebag might be sleeping.
Yeah, he might be. He's a working man and all, and it's like it's early as fuck. Dude.
So what?
This dude don't go to sleep till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, man.
So does there any? You guys have any
fucking pussy
Patreon or anywhere where they can make contributions?
You know
to
what?
The show?
I know Dimebag has a Patreon. You know what? I'm done with that aspect. I sell a few T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me up on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, and I sell you a T-shirt or whatever. But you know what? I'm done. I don't need your fucking money. I need your minds. I need your fucking minds. I need you guys to be on the same page as me. Fuck the goddamn cash. Fuck all that, because ultimately you get too much cash, and next thing you know, oh shit, I don't want to change shit, brother. I don't want to change shit. I want shit to stay the way it is, because we getting ready to go to the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. I want freedom for everybody. For everybody. And it don't take your cash. I don't fuck your cash. I need your minds.
Right.
I need for you to help me get this message out to others. That's all I need. We tried the little, I did do the money thing for a second. It is what it is. And hopefully I get to the point to where I can just start handing out the T-shirts so that we can see each other and know, oh shit, that motherfucker's wearing the other morning shirt. That motherfucker's wearing a special report, Randall B. Oh, they cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where I want to get it to. Fuck that, man. I don't need your cash. You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go on the record, man. Don't send your fucking cash into nobody. You send it. You know what? If you want to buy something for your fucking wife. Buy something for your kids. Buy something for your parents. Buy something for your brother, your sister. Buy something for people that you actually know in your community. If you're going to work and you see that homeless dude over there, buy something for him. Say, hey, bro, this is from the other morning show. Buy something, don't give it to me. I want you guys, because you guys are all human beings, and I'm not going to shortchange you. You know who to give. Give that shit directly yourself. Don't give it to nobody else. You get up and get out and give it to somebody. Don't send that shit to me no more. I don't want it. Seriously, I don't. I'm done with that shit. For one, I got to pay a shit ton of taxes on the shit I already got. But secondly, I'm done with it because that's a fucking distraction for me, dude. Seriously, keeping up, because I'm all about books. I'm all about keeping a ledger and shit, and I'm done with it. It's consuming too much of my time. I'm going to get the last few T-shirt orders out that I got, and that's that. I want people to start giving that money to people in their community. I want people to start giving that money to whoever, man, to see a motherfucker in the street and show them some love. Don't send that shit to me no more. I don't want it. I don't want none of it. You can send it to Dimebag, you can send it to whoever. I don't want none of it. I just want you guys to change your minds and start behaving correctly. That's it. That's payment enough for me. Period. I'm done with it. And secondly, I want people to start critically thinking for themselves. Is this in your best interest, or is it in the other motherfucker's best interest? And start acting accordingly. And if you do that, shit, we can fix this problem in one generation. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Start spending your money, because I know y'all out here working hard for your money. I get it. I truly do. You're working too hard. You keep that shit, homies. You keep that shit, and you give it to your people. All right? You may have a grandma. She ain't gonna tell you she needs some money. She's an old proud woman. You know, instead of going to your friend's house, go by her house and say, "Hey, Grandma, I love you. Hey, by the way, here's some money," and just give her money.
Yep.
And then kiss her, and go on about your business.
Mhm.
You know, or better yet, instead of money, go out to a nursing home in your area, a nursing home, and just talk to some of the older people there. If you see them out, you know, sitting out getting a little sun, just talk to them. Ask them, "Hey, man, you know, will you share your life story with me?" Do that. Don't write no checks no more, man. Done.
Yeah.
Seriously. You know, look, I ain't gonna lie. When I first started, you know, with the donation bit and, you know, and that, you know, I was motivated by economic gains. It ain't proud for me to admit that shit. I was. But once I start seeing my word actually have physical, tangible effect, something here start not feeling right. You know, look, I'm gonna get my goddamn beer myself. I'm gonna get my smokes myself, and whatever else I do myself. I don't need your cash for that. And I'm gonna do the videos I do myself. I don't need your cash for that. And once I start getting the shit, man, I part of me start thinking, dude, instead of me, you know, doing whatever I did with the shit, what would happen if these people would kept their money and gave it to their loved ones or gave it to someone in their hometown or their, you know, block? And that's what made me, you know, because dude, at the end of the day, I'm only human as well. But at least I have enough good sense and good character about me. I want to change. You know what I'm saying? And before too long, I'm going to quit drinking and shit and smoke cigarettes while I do my videos. Because I know as I get popular, you know, I don't want young people to be like, "Oh, man, I'm going to be like him, do this shit." And no, it might not work out for you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? The way it worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? One thing that can work out for you is applying some of the knowledge, applying some of the critical thinking that we try to do on the show. That would help you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely gonna get the knowledge. That's for one thing. You gonna get that.
But also, you know, after listening to guys like, you know, Reverend Geno Jennings and listening to, you know, talking to other people from around the world, there's people out there already ready to put me on. And I keep avoiding it because for a couple of reasons. For one, I don't like having an overseer over me. Tell me I got to do this and this at this deadline. I'm more of a natural, spontaneous individual. I do it on my timeline. Not yours, mine.
Mhm.
Secondly, and this is the hard part, I know in my heart, money on that level corrupts you. I would not be the same person. I would not be the same person. And I don't want to change like that. I truly don't. You know, I enjoy my life. I love my family. I love my homies. I don't want this shit to change like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, CI dog, I'm sorry, man. You can't come by. The compound's on lockdown.
Mhm.
You know, fuck that, dog. Shit, you type brother, you don't even got to call. You just show up.
The good thing is there are people out there that they recognize what you're doing and they're willing to sponsor you. A lot of people don't have that.
I get it.
That's a
I
blessing.
I get that.
And whether you participated into it or not, they must feel that you're a special kind of brother
Right.
in order for them to
Want to do that.
yeah. That's a
But-
big deal, bro.
I get that. I truly do. But, you know, as my late mama said, you pay the cost to be the boss.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
All right.
That is
Once I acquiesce to these fools, they the boss. Right now, I'm the boss. dog. If I want to kill this broadcast right now, but bam, it's done. Not so much when whoever's backing me. You all right? You know. And you know, I've been wrestling with this for a minute, man. Seriously, I have. You know, I did shut down the PO box, the 133 PO box. I shut that down on purpose because I'm done. I'm done getting that quantity of mail and shit, dude. That's why even in the beginning, I was always telling Dimebag, man, something's up with these numbers. You know, we'd be having videos with like, you know, 400 or 500 motherfuckers, but I'm getting letters from people from all over the fucking country. I'm like, how the fuck? So obviously there's been people rebroadcasting our shit or something. All right. And I'm thankful for that because it's all about the word, dude. The word. I don't want for people to start looking at me. Oh, this brother's just like another TG Blanks or another, you know, charlatan out here just trying to get our paper so he'll live fat. Now, fuck that. Because that takes away from the words.
Mm-hmm.
And it's these words that are going to fucking uplift us. So, yeah.
Real talk.
You know, guys and gals out there, CI's people, True Powers people, you know, I even say Dimebag TV people, even though Dimebag's fucking, you know, I don't know what he's doing, man. You know, he could be making a kid right now for all we know. I just want you all to know, as long as there's breath in this body, I wish these fuckers would stop with this horn over here. As long as there's breath in this body, and there's good, knowledgeable people I'm contacted with and getting good information from, I'm going to share that to the extent that I can share that with you all for free. Fuck it, for free. You know what I'm saying? Because when shit hits the fan and that dugout bag is your lifeline, you ain't going to have no room for dollars. There's one thing I would not tell you to put in your bug out bag. You ain't gonna need no money, homie. You ain't. You're gonna need the other shit to ensure the survival of you and yours. And money ain't a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, call me crazy, but you're not gonna call me fucking boy. Period. All right. Well, you got anything else?
I think that's it.
You know, I mean.
Yep.
The special reporting went like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
A lot of
sir.
people can be like, oh, they're just talking bullshit. Just,
Thank
you know.
Thanks to everybody that tuned in. For real. Thank you. Thank you to everybody on YouTube that tuned in. Make sure you stay up to date with True Powers Mind, myself, at Cobra Mortal, hashtag Cobra Mortal. You can find me all over the web. Salute to everybody out there gaining that knowledge and that power.
Yes.
And my soldiers out there, let's get it. Let's do it.
And also, just for, you know, like a little thought. Some of you guys never heard of this guy. His name is KRS1. 1 is spelled out 0NE. KRS1. Please, not Google, YouTube, KRS1. And listen to some of that older music, man. You know, I haven't really attempted to reach out to KRS1 yet, but I am. I'm going to do it tonight or later on, obviously. But if I can get KRS1, yes. And
That would be
Professor
big.
Griff, if you're watching, listen, I will be calling you tomorrow. Hopefully you're out of the studio by now. You know, I really want to have you back on a special report. You know, I'm totally calmed down. I'm not going to be all starstruck. You know, I have a star on the show. You know, but there's a lot of things I want to talk to you about too as well, brother. So, you know, my name's True Powers Mind.
I'm your boy Cobra Immortal. Yeah. Yeah.
And this has been Special Report.
Man, y'all be easy. Peace.
In.